Hello, friends. Welcome to Literary Concepts. And today's topic is the Renaissance period. It is a part two where we learn about prominent innovations and prominent developments which happened during Renaissance period. In the last video, we learned about the Renaissance period, its features, and the different phases of Renaissance period and the prominent writers of Renaissance period. So now let us try to understand the different developments which happened during Renaissance period. So introduction. During Renaissance period, understand during this time, Renaissance period, the European arts of painting, sculptures, architecture, and literature reached to an eminence. Understand it means during this Renaissance period, the European arts of the painting, the sculptures, and architecture and literature reached to great heights, and it has been described that is, the Renaissance period has been described as the birth of the modern world out of the ashes of the Dark Ages. So, the Renaissance period has been described as the birth of the modern world out of the ashes of the Dark Ages. And it was also considered, the Renaissance period also considered as the discovery of the world and discovery of man. These two lines, the birth of the modern world out of the ashes of the dark ages, the discovery of world and discovery of man, are very very important for the sake of net and set examinations, and even for other competitive examinations of English literature. Okay, why? Because uh, you you may find these lines may be asked, understand, regarding in respect to Renaissance period. So, and it was an era, it was a period of emergence, untrammeled individualism, unlimited. Untrammeled means unlimited individualism in life, thought, and religion, and art. You find that vastness, there is no limit to individualism in life and thought, different thoughts and religion and art during Renaissance period. Now let us try to understand the different developments, the prominent innovations of during Renaissance period. The first one is the new learning. The first one is new learning. So, Renaissance scholars of the classics, Renaissance scholars, the scholars of classics during the Renaissance period, they were also called as humanists who revived the knowledge of Greek language. They revived, they restored, understand, they strengthened the knowledge of Greek language as well as they discovered, identified, and disseminated a great number of Greek manuscripts as well as Roman authors and their works. They identified, they discovered many Greek texts and Roman authors and their works during Renaissance time, and due to this, that is, because of Greek manuscripts and Roman authors and their works, we find vastness of historical past. Okay, the history, the past history, we find the immense of past history. At the same time, we also find stock of ideas. Okay, so a collection of ideas, materials, literary forms, and styles available to Renaissance writers. So, Renaissance writers were exposed to Greek manuscripts and Roman authors and their works. Because of that, so they were exposed to past history and the different ideas. They got different ideas and different matters and materials, topics, at the same time, different literary forms and styles. So during this time, we also find that the invention of printing happened by John Gutenberg, a German, who invented the printing, in Germany, and Due to this invention of printing, books, okay, made available for cheap, plentiful, and easily available to read. So books for the first time cheap and plentiful and easily available to read because of invention of printing. But in 1476, okay, in 1476, we find William Caxton set up a printing press at Westminster, England. So William Caxton, he started a printing press at Westminster, place called Westminster in England, where he published many books. William Caxton published many books, including, so which includes Chaucer's Canterbury Tales and Thomas Malory's Lee Morte Arthur. Understand? The next development is the new religion. Okay, we find new religion during Renaissance period. So the Reformation, it was a movement, okay, it was a 16th century movement, was led by Martin Luther. So Reformation means reforming, okay, any institution or practice. So the Reformation movement was led by Martin Luther. So this movement struck at the very foundations of the institutionalism of the Roman Catholic Church. So you see that okay, there was a the effect of Reformation movement on the foundations of institutionalism of the Roman Catholic Church. Okay, the thoughts, the basics of Roman Catholic Church thoughts. So this Reformation movement is otherwise also called as Protestantism. Understand? It was also considered as a Protestantism, where we find that the Protestantism was grounded on each individual's inner experience of spiritual struggle and salvation. The Protestantism believed in faith, practice, and church order of Protestant churches. So it was grounded, it is a basis for individual's inner experience, individual's internal, inside, interior experience of spiritual struggle and salvation. We find that the spiritual struggle and salvation basis on individual's inner experience. Okay, so in this Protestantism, we believe that so here faith alone was sufficient to save. That is, faith is given more prominence, place, and that is belief. Okay, believing, so that if you believe, if you have faith, so that will be you will, okay, it was sufficient to save. It was sufficient to save, and salvation itself was regarded as a direct transaction with God. Salvation, faith, and salvation were regarded as a direct transaction, that is, direct dealing with God without need of intermediation, without need of any middleman. Understand? Any intervention by church, priest, or sacrament. Understand? That is a religious ceremony or ritual. Sacrament means a religious ceremony or ritual. There is no need of any intervention of church, priest, or any doing any sacrament, any religious rituals. Just you believe, and so that you were saved and having salvation, so that is saving or helping yourself, were considered as a direct dealing with God. Therefore, Protestantism, so the belief, Protestantism is said to be an extreme manifestation of Renaissance individualism. So Protestantism was considered as a extreme manifestation of Renaissance individualism. So that is about the new religion. Extreme manifestation means extreme display, demonstration of Renaissance individualism. The third one is the New World. The third development during the Renaissance period. The third innovation, understand, invention is the New World. In 1492, Christopher Columbus, okay, he traveled from west to find a new commercial route to the east. He started his travel towards east to find a new route, the new way to the east in 1492. Understand? This exploration, okay, so Columbus exploration, and later after that exploration happened many explorations. The succeeding explorations of this continent, that is, finding a way to east and its native population, its settlement by Europeans, gave new materials to the literary imagination. So, because of this exploration, because of these explorations, and their native people, and it's a settlement by Europeans, so we find okay, it was created a new material, new theme or new topics to the literary works and literary imagination. So these things, okay, this new world exploration, we find, for example, the magic world of Shakespeare's The Tempest. In The Tempest, okay, in Shakespeare's Tempest, we find that the treatment of its native inhabitants, the native people, by Prospero and others, is based on. So this theme, the theme of the treatment of its native inhabitants by Prospero and others, okay, is based on a contemporary account of shipwreck on Bermuda. Okay, that shipwreck, understand, the destruction of a ship at sea by sinking or breaking up. So, shipwreck on Bermuda and other writings about voyages to the New World. So, these themes we find in Shakespeare's Tempest and in other texts also during Renaissance period. So, this exploration of new continent gave rise to many topics, okay, and many literary imaginations. So this is a third invention, the third development, and the fourth development is the new cosmos, that is new universe. Cosmos means universe, the universe of medieval astronomy, okay, and medieval Christian theology religion was Ptolemaic, okay, based on Greek astronomer Ptolemy. So, the universe of medieval astronomy, the medieval Christian theology, was called Ptolemaic, so which was based on Greek astronomer Ptolemy. So here, as per Ptolemy, Greek astronomer Ptolemy, so we find that okay, it was pictured as a stationary Earth. So we find it was a stationary Earth, means the not moving Earth, around which rotated by the moon, various planets, and then the fixed stars. So here the Earth was not moving, and the other planets, okay, the other satellites, okay, the planets like moon and various planets, they were rotating around the Earth. So this was the notion, this was idea, which was okay, uh, put forward by Greek astronomer Ptolemy. understand, during medieval time. But in 1543 Copernicus, he published his new hypothesis about the astronomic system, about the new universal system. Understand, his new theory about the astronomic system. So, as per Copernican theory proposed a system in which the center is the sun. Okay, as according to Copernicus, the center is the sun, not the earth. Okay, the sun is the center. Sun is not moving anywhere. Okay, he is stationary. He is still the earth, where all the planets revolve around the sun. So, in Copernican, according to Copernican theory, we find that all the planets revolving, circling, okay, moving around the sun. So, here the sun is in the center, okay, but in Ptolemy, as per Ptolemaic, so we find that it was considered that Earth was in the center, but it was wrong. But as per Copernican theory, we find Earth is not in center, Sun is center, and all the planets revolve, okay, turn around, moving around the Sun. So these kind of theories came into existence during Renaissance period regarding the new universe and the methods of new science, okay, developed by the successors of Copernicus in late 16th and 17th centuries. Okay, the methods of new science developed by the physicists like Johannes Kepler, Galileo, and the English physician William Harvey in the late 16th and 17th centuries during Renaissance period. So these were the, okay, prominent developments we find during Renaissance period. I hope you understand the different developments, okay, the inventions which happened during the Renaissance period. Thank you very much.